Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Bienvenidos a mi canal Games Forever nuevamente. Nuevamente aquí jugando Metal Gear Solid 5 de Pein. En esta ocasión, nuevamente vamos allá con un nuevo episodio. Gracias por ingresar a mi canal.
Boss, come meet with me. You came. This bait, go for them, not me. This base Boss. Belongs to you now. Make this isn't the time. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people. And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. That's enough. It isn't the time. That's enough. You start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. Now approach him and extract him. Good.
Extraction complete. Arrived at Mother
You can
Base.
only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye drawer. Select staff management from the Mother Base menu. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions. Take a look at the development list. Select weapons items under the development. Boss!
Please specify
That's
a
the
project.
R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done, boss.
It's an honor, boss.
Try throwing them. It's the best way to knock someone out instantly. Good.
Extraction
complete.
arrived at Mother Base.
One thing I should mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member. Extract him. Any method you like. Start by knocking him out, or you can put him to sleep.
Extraction arrived
Now that we have more
at
people
Mother
on
Base.
the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the
Unit function
cardboard box now. Open your eye
Development
drawer.
project has been added.
Thank you, boss.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
Now select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development requires funds. GMP. Development has finished.
Please select
You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as
Supply
your
drop
own
complete.
personal delivery service.
Development project has been added.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed in the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission info
You
has
won't
been
make any
updated.
GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone and tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while, and then some practice. Just come pay me a visit. Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing it. Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that last one for now. Go ahead and knock him out.
I'm ready, boss. Where are your friends?
Not quite. Go ahead and knock him out. Good. Extract the staff member.
Extraction
Now for fist
arrived
fight.
at Mother Base.
Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him. Try it again.
It's an honor, boss.
All right, Ben. This isn't like you, Snake. Try it one more time.
Thank you, boss.
Go on and extract it.
Extraction
Starting to feel like
arrived
yourself
at
again?
Mother Base.
The rest will fall into place with some time in the field. Go ahead and call the chopper from your iDroid.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone
This is
confirmed.
B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Bueno, aquí ya
Development
cumplimos
project has been added.
una misión más. Es un pequeño entrenamiento de cómo golpear a los guardias, de cómo interrogarlos y de cómo extraerlos. Extraerlos se refiere a sacarlos del lugar donde están y llevarlos a nuestro equipo. Uy, balance de pagos. Por lo que hicimos varias extracciones. Información previa de OSEL. Parte de emblema obtenida. Fondo, placa de identificación.
Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Vamos a ver qué misiones están disponibles. Vamos a las misiones. Lista de
Please
misiones.
select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Bueno, vamos a hacer la siguiente misión. Esta fue la primera, que fue precisamente en el momento que estaba en el hospital y logró escaparse. Esta fue precisamente la segunda, en la cual extraímos o recuperamos a Kazuhira Miller, quien fue extraído. Sin embargo, hay otras misiones dentro de esta misión, o submisiones, o como le dijera yo, segundas misiones, en donde dice: comandante de las barracas Walsin extraído, debo de extraerlo. Misión cumplida sin haber sido descubierto por los cráneos. Y conductor del camión de transporte extraído. Estas misiones las podemos hacer más adelante. Por el momento nos vamos a centrar en las misiones más importantes. Ahorita precisamente vamos a hacer la tercera misión, que se llama comúnmente, y vamos a reproducir el cassette que nos dice:
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet scorched earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
bueno, vamos a escoger esta misión y le damos
Mission
OK.
accepted.
Aquí vamos a llegar
Heading
en
to
el helicóptero
Afghanistan.
y aquí le damos iniciar sesión, iniciar misión a las 6 de la mañana.
Deploying.
Ese tapero había que lavarlo. Ponerlo en el botón. No se lo botón. No sé. A veces no un bolsillo de un pantalón que ahí echa la plata y la bota.
target as a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Aquí hay unas plantas que se pueden extraer.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
No hay suficientes plantas. Nos vamos en el caballo y nos vamos hacia la parte marcada. Llegamos rápido.
You have arrived at your destination. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Похоже, гражданским тоже досталось. Но это постарались наши. Товарищ, приказ я отвечаю. Выполнять данные нам задачи. Если приказ нас зажгут деревню, мы ее сжигаем. Только так мы расставим душмана. За родину!
Dice, acción para rodar. Si estás boca abajo y preparas un arma, puedes rodar rápidamente hacia la derecha o hacia la izquierda. Ah, ok, ya. Ya vamos llegando. Vamos de aquí antes de que nos vean. Uy, me vieron. Tengo que esconderme.
Ничего нет. Живая.
Have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Где же ты прячешься?
Me perdí el comandante.
That's the target.
Puta.
You have arrived at your destination.
Boss, I gotta say it would be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count. Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around. Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Extraction arrived at the meta base. Excruciated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete, boss.
Uy, me dieron rango B. Bueno, fue una misión un poco difícil. Me dispararon bastante. Seguimos con las misiones.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Voluntarios especiales. Vamos a hacer hasta la misión 5 o acá en este caso pues vamos a hacer
The side ops list is
misiones
comprised of
secundarias.
problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Vamos a intentar extraer estos bichos.
suspect on board. Leave the rest to us.
Puedes ver las funciones opciones disponibles en el menú de Hydro. Presiona H si tienes cursor. Entonces acá desarrollo, armas e ítems.
Please specify a project.
Francotirador, esta me vale 40.000. Vamos a comprarlo.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Y vamos a hacer una misión de... ¿Misiones secundarias o qué?
Please select a mission.
Que aquí hay unas misiones adicionales que toca hacer.
Supply drop complete.
Unas misiones secundarias, esta es destruye el equipo de comunicaciones soviético. Vamos a hacer las primeras 5 misiones con todo, con todas las misiones secundarias, hace todo lo posible, pero hay una que no se puede todo porque pues precisamente esta de misión completa sin haber sido descubierto por los cráneos es difícil, por lo que necesitamos tener un uniforme de sigilo, y esta sí es como más fácil. Esta es un poco fácil, y entonces vamos a hacer estas hasta la misión 5, todas las misiones secundarias, las que podamos. ¿Dónde cayó? ¿Dónde cayó los suministros? Ah, ya lo vi. Ay, no, pasó por acá hasta el lado. Vamos a hacer las misiones secundarias. Solo hay dos.
Marker placed.
Y están lejísimos. Hay una Vamos a ver el mapa. Uf, una queda lejísimos. Vamos a ir a la de esta, a la de aquel lado. A la de aquel lado que queda bien lejos. A ver cuánto nos demoramos en llegar.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Pucha, mano. Si lo ven a uno, oiga. Uy, una tormenta de arena. Me han dado duro, oiga. Falta experiencia en el juego.
Guard post captured.
Ay, no. Ah. Quién sabe si fácil.
You gonna extract him? subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Ya quedan solo 650 metros aproximadamente para llegar al destino. Hacia allá.
Wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? Roger that. We'll pick him up.
Extraímos un perro cachorro, el cual nos va a servir más adelante para bastantes misiones.
We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
Se me ha dado bala, vida.
That's the target.
Говоришь по-английски? Это непросто.
Правда? Да ты мне какие-нибудь клёвым выражением. На случай, если я вдруг встречу американца.
Прошу, повторяй за мной.
I spent
Last night
with your girlfriend.
With your girlfriend.
это было неплохо.
Правда? Что это значит?
Я друг твоего приятеля.
О, это действительно полезно. Любые мелочи могут помочь.
Ничего нет, не переживай.
You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. Side-op completed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Vamos a interrogarlo. Ay.
Where are your friends? Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Me dice que hay unos diamantes acá, en este
Marker
lugar.
placed.
O sea, acá hay unos diamantes. Vamos por los diamantes.
You have arrived at your destination.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
Lejísimos, pero nos vamos por la mitad, ¿no? Ya lejísimos.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Me quedan creo que 4.
You see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Ahora me piden otra misión secundaria. Vamos a mirarla. Ah, no, pero todavía no está la misión. Terminamos esta misión. Y creo que por hoy sería todo. Gracias, hay gente. Metiendo en la hoja del lobo. Nos vamos por otro lado porque este está lleno de soldados.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
Siempre queda bastante lejos. Hay soldados por este lado. No nos vean ni nos interrumpan en nuestro viaje. Quedan solo 1000 metros, 1100 metros. Derecho. esperando. Pero nosotros vamos a pasar a ese lado. Vamos a rodearlos para irnos por detrás. De hecho, nos vamos a ir por detrás y los vamos a cazar a los que están ahí, cosa que no nos vean. Ya queda poquito. Y son 3. Les puedo estar dando, ¿no? Este mate, ya.
You have arrived at your destination.
Y ya quedaron capturados.
Side op completed. Extraction.
He's coming too.
arrived.
Roger that. You gonna extract him?
Como que terminamos acá. Ya no hay más misiones secundarias por lo que veo, creo yo. No, vamos a helicóptero.
Please select a landing zone.
Uy, pero está
A
lejísimo.
support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Ay, se mató. Sabía. La embarré. Pero bueno. Estamos aprendiendo. Me equivoqué. No pasa nada, seguimos jugando. Ya los había marcado y todo, ya los había hecho todo. Vamos a ver si la misión sigue ahí. Ya quedó.
Marker removed.
Vamos a hacer otra
Please
misión.
select a mission.
Hasta las 5, ya le dije.
Mission accepted. The map has been updated.
Esta misión queda lejísimos. Mientras tanto vamos escuchando los cassettes. Primer cassette.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's
part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Deucalion? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Deucalion is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Deucalion sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazimine.
You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite...
Episodio 4, C2W.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Marker placed.
Seguimos escuchando los cassettes. Estamos hablando sobre... creo que está.
You're up. We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand?
Yeah.
We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite...
Vamos a volver desde el punto de control, ya que no nos dimos cuenta por dónde nos estábamos metiendo. En una parte, a ver, ¿dónde me dejo?
Head to the Eastern Communications Post and destroy the target equipment.
Menos mal nos dejaron acá. Ay, Dios santo. ¿Quién iba a pensar que habían acá dos soldaditos? Uy, una tormenta de arena. Estamos llegando al punto de control.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
No se logra ver nada. Esperar que escampe no, que pare la tormenta. Porque no se logra ver nada.
The wormwood, also known as absinthium, that's used to make your Phantom cigars.
Ya van por ver esta misión. Otra vez. No son fáciles.
Enter the Eastern Communications Post and destroy the target equipment. Its location is on your iDroid.
Что это?
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Speak.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
So as sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
You have
You made
arrived
it.
at your destination.
That radio transmitter is used to relay messages between outposts. Take it out and the mission's complete. Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you.
Me toca solicitar un explosivo.
Please specify a project.
Este, C4. Muy bueno.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Esperemos que llegue el suministro.
Supply drop complete.
Paró la tormenta.
Wormwood, also known as absinthium. That's used to make your Phantom cigars.
Слышал, о чем говорила женщина рядом от электростанции?
Нет, что за женщина?
Не знаем, что с ней. Говорят, она голая.
Голая? Да нахуй.
Какого? Что ж, что такое? Время спать закончилось.
Explosives should take care of them well enough. How you do it is up to you. Thinking of using C4? It's an explosive that you detonate by remote control after you've planted it. All Right, now get to a safe distance before you set it on. To detonate it, hold the ready button and then press the action button. Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Это КП, понял. Немедленно все осмотрите. Конец связи.
Двигайтесь! Найди его! Газ! Враг! Враг! Продолжайте огонь! Прикрытие! Понял! Огонь! Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку и найдите противника. Конец связи. Смотр сектора завершен.
The enemy's given up their search for you,
Начинаю поиск.
but they're not giving the all clear just yet.
Это КП.
Stay alert.
Позволяйте им застать вас врасплох. Будьте начеку. Конец связи. Штаб, штаб. Это КП. Возразился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Мы потеряли врага. Враг все еще прячется поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Штаб, это КП. Ответьте. Штаб, ответьте. Штаб. Штаб, это КП. Штаб, прием.
Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete.
Bueno, esa vez no me di cuenta cuánto fue los tiros que me dieron, como 9 tiros me dieron. La unidad de desarrollo de la base ha sido establecida.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid. Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Come back!
Mitch.
Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
He'll get bigger?
Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
DD, right? Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Dee Dee.
In the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Quedó como nuevo.
Welcome home, boss.
Me toca solicitar suministros. Base de datos, enciclopedia. Bueno, aquí están, digamos, las fotos de los animales capturados. Hasta el momento solamente llevo uno, que es el cachorrito. Estas son las insignias, las que ya me han dado. Vamos a desarrollar armas. Tengo 60.000, 600.000.
Chain with me, boss. How about it?
Armar.
Please
Armas.
specify a project.
¿Cuál desarrollamos? Este traje de sigilo es muy bueno.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Y vamos a desarrollar un
Supply
arma.
drop complete. Please specify a project.
verdad no son muchas las cosas que me han dado. Por el momento yo creo que lo vamos a dejar así. Vamos a llamar al helicóptero, porque si yo le doy misiones no me va a dejar hacer las misiones, ya que tengo que salir en el área. Así que me toca llamar al helicóptero.
Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone.
Llamemos al helicóptero.
Landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Side ops list
By
updated.
connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Vamos a centrarnos en las misiones
Please select a
principales.
mission.
A ver si podemos avanzar rápido. No, esto no lo hacemos todavía. Esta sí. O hacemos la primera 5. La misión
Mission
quinta y ahí
accepted.
sí.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Vamos por la misión 5.
Deploying.
6 de la mañana. Sobre la cerca, episodio 5.
Boss, a Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waksin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Waksin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target. Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. And he's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
The map has been
Be careful down there, boss.
effervescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Última misión y terminamos por hoy.
Extraction arrived at
That's the Waksin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
You have arrived at your destination.
Что это?
Подержите отстрел!
Всем боевым группам, это кафе! На нас напали! Всем подразделениям занять боевые позиции!
Where are your friends? Spit it out.
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Si está difícil, oiga.
That's the Waksin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
You have arrived at your destination.
Great. I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. I hope he's all right.
The map has been updated. Intel file obtained.
You got an intel file. Unfortunately, there's nothing new in it.
Marker placed.
The wormwood, also known as absinthium. That's used to make your Phatom cigars.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
The target should be somewhere in that area. Head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
That's the target.
Этот протез. Я его сделал. Это мой шедевр. Обычные протезы — это скучно. Я специалист по бионике.
Great.
Я создаю
If there's nothing in the way
бионику.
overhead, you should be able to Fulton him.
Можно сказать, не протез.
Target extraction confirmed.
Has been
Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
КП-56! Противник скрылся из виду! Начинаю поиск! Прием! Это КП, понял.
Extraction arrived at the metabase.
Конец связи. Штаб! Это КП. Понадобился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости.
Development
Соблюдайте
project has
осторожность.
been added.
Штаб! Это КП! Ответьте! Штаб! Ответьте! Штаб! Штаб! Это КП! Штаб! Прием!
Слышал, о чем говорила женщина рядом на электростанции? Я жил женщину. Не знаю, что с ним. Говорят, она голая.
Голая? Ну нафиг.
Серьезно? Значит, она не местная.
Слушай, если пишешь, скажи мне.
Проблема.
Ahí vean.
Что значит?
Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Listo. Se acabó por hoy.
Mission complete. Great work.
Rango B. Por alerta de combate. Uy, precisión 100%, 10 de 10. Lo único que rango B.
The engineer we rescued has been extremely cooperative. The guys on the R&D team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on biology. He's already submitted a proposal for modifying your prosthetic arm. If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order.
Otro cassette.
When you're not on a mission, use that free time wisely. Surveying enemy outposts, for example, or gathering manpower and resources. Of course, even you need some downtime every now and then. Whatever you do, it's all another step on the road to our goal.
Bueno, muchachos, es todo por hoy. Gracias por acompañarme en esta gran experiencia. Bueno, estoy aprendiendo este grandioso juego llamado Metal Gear Solid 5. Bueno, agradezco a todos aquellos que participaron y vieron el video el día de hoy. Y nada, pues les invito a que sigan viéndolo, a que sigan viendo los videos que iré subiendo. Y agradezco mucho un fuerte like. Gracias por su tiempo.